The family of 42-year-old Ebola patient Thomas Eric Duncan says he's in pain and hasn't eaten for a week, now in serious condition at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital. Now, health authorities are closely monitoring between 12 to 18 people, including 5 children. They all had contact with Duncan on this, his first trip from Liberia to the United States. Authorities want to make sure they, too, don't develop the signs of Ebola.
The public can be assured you're going to be safe. This virus is isolated, is being contained, will be contained.
But there are safety questions here in Dallas and in the United States. Duncan arrived in the U.S. from Liberia on September 20th. 5 days later, he went to the hospital for care, but was sent home. An official saying that in response to a nurse's question, Duncan volunteered he traveled from Africa.
That nurse was part of a care team, and it was a complex care team taking care of him in the emergency department. Regretfully, that information was not fully communicated throughout the full team. And as a result, the full import of that information wasn't factored into the clinical decision-making.
2 days later, Duncan returned to Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital. A close friend tells CNN the hospital wasn't moving fast enough, so the friend called the CDC. The CDC directed them to the Texas Department of Health, leading to a phone call to Presbyterian Hospital. Duncan was then isolated, and after tests, it was confirmed he had Ebola. We're told Duncan has called family and friends from the hospital, prayed with them on the phone, and cried. While there are questions about the hospital's handling, there are also concerns about screening at U.S. airports. We have our feet sprayed. I came back from Liberia just 4 days ago with 2 colleagues. At the airport, we told immigration officials we'd been covering Ebola. No one took our temperature or asked if we'd been near patients. Only I was told to monitor my health for 21 days, but no one told me what to look for. Back in Dallas, the children, relatives of the patient, have been advised to stay at home.
We have custodians, of course, cleaning the buildings every day, but we're going to add custodial staff to those buildings. It's not a hardy virus, and so regular disinfectants is going to help.
Health officials say everyone who had contact with Duncan is feeling fine and are not in quarantine.
People cannot transmit this disease until they have symptoms. Okay? And so individuals that do not have symptoms are not going to transmit this disease to individuals. That chance of them transmitting it is 0.
Health officials say even with this first case of Ebola diagnosed in America, the U.S. will never get to be anything like West Africa, where poverty and a weak health system have led to chaos and misery.